Get this show on the road.
Yeah, let's go, man.
All right, man. So my name is Mason VanMeter, director David Hadley. I got my fearless leader on the call with me. Make a little YouTube video for you guys. So David, I know we mentioned a few topics we wanted to touch off on for doing this for kind of new people that are looking at the Symmetry on YouTube or wherever they're finding us, and all they really see is a bunch of pyramid scheme videos of people who just weren't successful here. So just kind of weed out all that bull crap on
Absolutely.
YouTube. So just give me a little insight as to like what kind of educational background you come from.
Well, I would kind of speak more on the lack thereof. I made it past high school miraculously, showing up about half the days I was supposed to actually attend, and no further education after that. I mean, this really comes down to your work ethic. How much you're willing to put in is going to dictate what you're willing to get out of it.
So education had no effect at all on your success here?
No, absolutely not. This company, just to put it in an easy way, it's a self-development company. Your education here is internal, and what you're willing to educate yourself on, hopefully, is stuff relevant to the position. And that's given me the most success here.
Gotcha. So you didn't need a degree or nothing like that to go
No,
help families write
not.
policies?
No, as a matter of fact, the people in our group, I see that people that don't have degrees are usually outright and then producing people with degrees because they don't have that stigma of saying, hey, I'm already kind of up here. They're willing to work their way up from the bottom and earn it.
It's kind of like the blue collar class.
Something like that, yeah.
I think it's all work ethic and nitty gritty here. People that are willing to put in activities, kind of sacrifice a lot of family events.
Heck,
They tend to be more successful. Like, what kind of a family do you have going on? Like, I know you have some kids and stuff like that. You got a pretty big family. So
yeah.
how has that like impacted your journey here?
I got 5 kids. I've been here about a year now. And I could say that the passive income that I've been able to build up just in a year has been enough to just about actually sustain all of my family's needs. And that's really allotted us the opportunity to go out and do things with each other because they're not dependent on me being at home, just slaving away all day, making sure I can afford to do those things.
You also live in a very expensive state, though.
Sonoma County wine country, one of the most expensive places in the world, probably.
Yeah, you could sell your apartment contract over there and buy a multi-million-dollar mansion over here, probably.
I've been thinking about it.
No, so with you having 5 kids and just being married, what kind of hardships have you kind of run into trying to balance that? I know most people call it a work-life balance. I think here at Symmetry, we kind of get to flip those roles. It's more of a life-work balance, a lot more healthier. How have you kind of managed to bounce back and forth between those two columns?
Absolutely. Well, you do, no matter where you go, whether you're working at home or working in a building somewhere else, you have to separate your home life versus your work life. I'm working in the nursery here, with 5 kids. You got to make a compromise starting up sometimes, but like I'm able to walk right out of my room, go spend some time with my family, and go have lunch with them, go have dinner with them, and if an appointment cancels, I can do something fun with my kids, take them to the pool, or be at home and dial for some more appointments, whatever is really needed at the time. I've been able to separate it well. Not everybody works well at home, but if you can separate the two, you will be successful here.
I know when we had first met, that was a big part of me coming here because I had interviews at a couple other insurance agencies. It was all contingent on me driving hours and hours, and then you got people in business suits. I just really didn't trust that personally. Not knocking anybody. I finally bought my own suit, but I don't plan on wearing it to work.
Right.
But that was kind of why I like the atmosphere, just being in a part of like your agency.
Absolutely.
So if you could just touch on Because I know most videos you see about Symmetry or any type of like insurance job, it's going to be a lot of people who aren't in Hollister clothes or got baby cribs in the back. You see like nice offices, like overlooking a big city or something. Like it kind of touch on work ethic and just not being more of a corporate America kind of. I hate that word. I hate that term so much.
Yeah.
But why it's more relaxed, like kind of touch on work ethic and just that.
Well, work ethic, I mean, that's just plain and simple anywhere you go. You know, the harder you work, hopefully the more you're rewarded. Unfortunately, if you're on the hourly basis, well, you're getting paid the same probably. And then you're going to get fired when you're a threat to your boss. What I actually love about working from home is all the families that we're sitting down with and protecting, vast majority of them have kids. They got kids yelling in the background, and they feel a little better when they maybe you're sitting with someone else that's got kids yelling in the background. You know, like they're willing to actually sit down with people that are more in the same boat as they are.
Yeah,
Not
you
not
see
saying,
Alex on the morning calls. He's got a kid in both arms or something screaming. One's eating real corn or his
absolutely
kid.
relative
Yeah,
to what's going on these days. You know, there's
it's
this
funny.
work at home environment, but you know, we've been able to thrive. I thought it might backfire actually working in the nursery and
I
all
think
of
it
that.
helps you relate. I think it helps you relate to people. Like people see that you have a family and that
Yeah.
you're no different than them. You're just trying to provide for them, same as how they work. I think that actually helps. But just on what have you noticed as far as worth ethic goes, as compared to people who just think they know all the products out there, or what do you typically see for the people, like the difference between people who just put in the activity and people who talk about what's needed?
Well, you know, I think Mason flipping the script here a little bit, you might be a prime example of that, man. You came in and wrote like almost $40,000 of business your first month, putting like 30 grand in your account, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever seen somebody start up that fast, but you're a perfect example of somebody that came in here and wasn't college educated and was willing to sacrifice their full time job of 40
Yeah,
hours a week and then come in
I
and
told I
grind.
told one of the people there I was going to be quitting that day when I had my test, and they went and told the like person up front. They called me into the office meeting. They're like, "So I hear that you have another job lined up." Like, yeah, like I'm leaving here. They're like, "Well, you can just go ahead and sign this form of termination and all of it." It's like hired, fired, whatever you want to call it. Fine, I'm out of here. See you guys. I'm
Yeah,
not making you rich anymore.
it's willing to take that leap of faith, just like you took,
Oh,
just
it's a
like I.
gamble. It's scary. You leave something that's guaranteed, whether you show up and do 10% of what you're capable of or 100%, you're getting paid the same. Whether it's here, I was always scared of commission-based jobs until I realized you earned what you're worth. So whatever you put in, you're going to get back out from these
Right.
types of jobs. So I just try to give it my all. I know I kept you up, or you 2 hours behind me, so I'm sure I woke you up plenty of times that
Woke
morning.
me up. That's right.
But just with me like being under you, and I know a lot of people with Symmetry, they have huge hierarchies and downlines. Like you're almost to the agency owner status. What have you noticed as far as passive income? Like
You
what does
know,
that look like for you, and what kind of difference has that made in your life and business?
that's actually a great question, and that was like the difference in me being able to take a breath of fresh air every month. You know, and not so much worried about like, am I able to pay for my lead costs and my $6,000 of monthly expenses that I got, you know, with between my home and the kids and everything like that, and then still coming out for lead costs and now making just, I mean, it's not a whole lot, but I mean, 4 to 5 thousand bucks a month passively, which is very, very close to what my bills are. You know, it's like anything I come in and do on my own pen has been extra, and it's able to go back into the business and really
Kind of
help
like
us
icing
grow.
on the cake. And of course, the word of the year for us is invest. And
Yeah.
so you've noticed a big difference as far as passive income is concerned. I know I've been a big part of that.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Not
how many
tooting my own horn, but I think it's vital to kind of push you up when you're pulling me along. Like it's a team effort here. No one's just going to get to the top on their own. If you do, kudos to you. I don't think it's going to happen.
Right,
But
right.
you look at all these other people who have huge teams, and you can only imagine the amount of passive income they're pulling in every week, month. Like, so
Absolutely.
it's been a breath of fresh air for you. And I know you talked about putting it back into your business. Why has that been critical to you? Why do you want to put extra money back into your business?
Well, not just simply for being able to hire more people and bring them along. It's we're not just looking to put a warm body in place. We're looking for people that are willing to change their lives. And this is allotting us the time to invest in the candidates to really be able to dig deep, figure out what is they want out of not just their own life, but their cemetery journey, and be able to actually train these people and aid them along into becoming successful agents that are producing on their own and not just thrown out in the ocean left to swim with the sharks after they spent all this time trying to go through their onboarding and testing. And if they're really committed, it entails quitting their last job to get here and then not having direction.
Yeah, having that transition plan was critical. I know not everybody can afford to just do what I did. I only had probably $500 to $1,000 to my name after everything, and I still made the jump. I said, screw it,
It's the faith though is where that comes from, because I
with a
think
capital F.
the most hungry people are going to be willing to take that leap of faith and know that, hey, what they got right now is not acceptable.
No, absolutely. And so, just kind of like a last topic here, what do you feel like your most important piece of advice for newer agents coming on? Like, what do you feel like the thing is most important or vital for their success to maybe achieve the same sort of financial freedom that you're starting to feel yourself? What do you think the most important piece of advice for new agents is?
I would say my most important advice for like a brand new person coming into this, whether you have any knowledge in the field or don't, lean into your upline, constantly ask what's next, and look to be a part of like their appointments, whether it's being a fly on the wall in their appointment, jumping on dial team where we're actually dialing together as agents and just getting
A hands-on, you're just trying to get as many people as a hands-on approach.
yeah, I never learned nothing with people just telling me how to do things. I learned by them showing me and then doing it myself. And I wouldn't try to teach
And,
anything.
and that's going to be the difference in a lot of agencies and other IMOs. I'm not going to disrespect any other companies or slander, nothing like that. But a lot of places you go, it's just kind of, here's a script, go practice this, call this guy, set an appointment, come back when you sell them a policy. And now you're $5,000 in debt from lead cost and you quit.
No
So
tricking.
obviously, given the training culture and having them in that is vital to their success.
Absolutely.
So what does the onboarding process look like for you specifically? Where do you think your like biggest, not flaw, but like where is your biggest success in onboarding or getting people to, like, the retention rate, getting people to stick in your agency?
Absolutely. Well, we actually have a new like SNA title, which is a seasoned new agent. And to become a seasoned new agent, people that actually go through their 40-hour life and health course, 52 hours if you're in California, but to go through your onboarding and have taken your test within 2 to 3 weeks. If you drag it out any longer than that, I mean, statistically, you're just going to fall off or lose motivation in studying, and you're not even going to get a chance to get a return on your investment.
Yeah, they burn out not because the job, just life makes them forget why they even started it in the first place. Like, why did I even start this course?
Yeah,
This is dumb. This is stupid. I
but
know that was going through my head the second day.
yeah, but after getting their license, there's several things you can do to really like accelerate your success here. And one's jump on the morning calls, jump on the dial team trainings where we're actually dialing together as agents and setting appointments, and then getting a chance to sit in on other people's appointments and getting the exposure. Like getting the exposure in the beginning is going to be the first thing that's going to let you as a new agent say, wow, is it really that simple?
Yeah, I think belief and exposure are probably the two most powerful tools here.
Yeah,
Even I remember when I didn't believe in myself that I could do it. And you're just go get it, man. Just see more people, whatever. And then it just clicked. And then I wrote a $40,000 month like it was nothing. Get
yeah,
a
you
free
make
trip to
more in your
Cabo.
than people make in a year starting off.
It was the belief that you had gave me that I could do it. Like I rented your belief that I could. Like, what if just a 23-year-old punk kid can make it here? Like, just in all honesty. And now we're in a whole recruiting phase. It's going pretty good. I think me and yours, I'd call it more of a partnership than I would a business, but I think it's uh, flowering well.
Absolutely, man. And having somebody, a running buddy to be able to work with and walk your way up to the top, it's a hell of a lot more fun than trying to do it all on your own. And, two
Yeah,
brains.
healthy level of competition, crap talking, a lot of joking around. It just eases the work atmosphere. It doesn't feel like a job. It's more of a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
No, well, dude, I appreciate your time. I think this will be good for newer people looking from the outside looking in. They just see a bunch of scam videos and people who bought 20, 50 cent leads and wonder why they failed here.
No, absolutely. And I think people it'll resonate in their heart and their gut, like when it's the right feeling. And when you feel that, my advice is just to act on it. If your gut's telling you this ain't for you, then hey, maybe this isn't, because insurance isn't for everybody. But for people that are looking to obtain a passive income quick, to be able to grow a business and have a chance to actually take equity in a company that is where we could retire with and hand it down to our kids, really separates this company from
Yeah,
any
and
other
I
IMO.
believe we're the only IMO with the like an ownership clause. Like once you hit that agency owner status, that is actually your business.
Yeah, I'm
So
about
that's
a few months of being able to sign that over to my family in the event that I kick the bucket. My wife and kids would keep every bit of that passive income my agency will be bringing in,
yeah.
and
You see
that's
their IMOs and they're in their job description. It literally says grow an agency and sell it and
right.
retire it. Like that's not the point here.
Right.
This is to build like a more of a legacy that lasts for generations and generations. It's gonna
Absolutely.
keep. It's that investment that keeps paying you back. No, dude, I appreciate your time. I'm going to end this and then on to the next one. Thanks, buddy.
Very welcome. Have a good day, man.